were there. Not fatal bonds, but almost. So
you think IG got it, huh?
yeah, I was saying that earlier. I think their draft looks pretty easy to execute. A lot of comfort there. OD getting banned all day except for now, and they've got it. And JT?
Is he an OD master, would you say?
We'll have to see.
Look at his thing. It's a gold OD. That means he's level 12. That means he's played it about 120 times.
Is that how much it takes to get to gold?
I have no idea. It depends on how many quests you do.
True. Yeah, but they don't refresh that often.
They don't.
They really should make it so they refresh more often. But I also think
They're also useless, though, a lot of them.
well, you get more points though, leveling up your runes, right?
I don't know.
Like your damage runes and all that stuff.
I don't do Gamba.
I don't know. All I know is I'm on the road to Grandmaster Ancient Apparition.
The battle begins.
Soon. TM.
Very soon, of course.
Yeah. Don't forget the
Love
TM.
spamming that hero.
Anyway, I do think they... I mean, RNG does have good tools, though, in this game to deal with them, right? Like, there is... It's not like a one-sided draft or anything.
No, I think this is one of the most even drafts we've seen today.
Yeah, it is. Just the mid lane might be a little bit hard for the Ember Spirit. Like, Lina is definitely lane dominator, and Ember doesn't really like to lane against her. But the OD will have to do quite a bit of lifting, I think. This game, Emu shouldn't be able to get a good start.
I don't know if you noticed that when we got that side view right there, but if you can see it on the Lina's right clicks, it's not changed because of the Aghanim's Labyrinth thing. It's just stacked. So it's technically, from the side, it was showing 2 projectiles going out. They're just like layered over each other. They're not.
I'm too tired with you lost me.
Yeah.
I'm sure the viewers know what you talk about, but...
But you know, you never know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's also why we broke up, but...
You just don't get me anymore.
Yeah, it's not you though, it's me.
It's me, yeah.
So no, don't worry about it. Run in the tower together, trying to deny together. Whoa, actually got that one. Life had a lasted master. He only missed one of those as a razor. Pretty impressive. Pause. We all know equal means pause.
What did you say it meant? Wait?
It means wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe some Chinese viewers from the chat can enlighten us.
Do you put in the equal?
Mosquitoes hate my blood. They never suck me. They never suck my blood. Is it like a thing that they don't go to some people?
You're just not sweet enough for them.
Are you saying that I smell bad?
No, I'm just, you know.
Okay.
You don't get that candy in you.
It's so funny because every time my team, like, they all have mosquito bites, I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'm immune. I have no blood. Maybe.
I wonder if that's like a genetic thing.
Yeah,
You just
maybe.
don't attract mosquitoes.
I don't attract anything. I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. He went for the weird skill build on OD again. No passive.
Ooh, mid.
Nice.
Somnus in some trouble. Had the help of Frisk, but they'll rotate over X Nova.
Yeah, which is good for the OD because he really needs that solo experience. As you can see, Ember's struggling a little bit.
Gosh, the Ogre is so annoying with the Ignite, especially once he starts getting those levels and the multicasts.
Yeah, and you get like a triple Ignite on you and it lasts for like 24 seconds.
Full range plasma fields too, not
Oh,
feeling
yeah,
too
gotta be
great.
careful,
There's the
maybe.
stun. Felix on the run.
Ah,
Ooh,
he's
one
burning,
more.
he's burning!
Ignite, first blood.
There was like just
Just
nice.
the last tick.
Yeah, which dealt like 12 damage, he had 11 health. If the tangle came a little bit earlier, probably would have lived, but Dota is a game of millimeters and milliseconds.
Potentially even nanoseconds.
Sure. And sometimes you just die as a Wraith King with ult up and mana.
Yeah. Soul Ring doesn't matter.
Yeah. In fact, Soul Ring killed him, apparently. I didn't even know the bug existed.
There's apparently a post about it like 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. AUI is on the case. Well, now this is where the Bloodseeker pick seems a little bit like you're a lane dominator, but you're playing against Odie, which is the lane dominator.
The lane dominator,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So he's struggling a lot, and Bloodseeker really needs a good game to come fruition in the mid game. It's a fast Maelstrom. Emo is actually doing a lot, well, not a lot better than I thought he would. He's still quite far behind, but he's at least holding his own.
He does feel like he's still bringing it to the Lina despite the fact that he's down 11 CS. Like, he's playing aggressive. He's not too scared to really get in there.
At what cost, though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't really know the cost, but that plus inflation is a lot.
Oh.
Good shards, Ollie.
Just TP out, apparently.
Ooh, yeah.
As a healing self, so.
Never in doubt.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he just TP'd to the tier 1. He's going to salve and try and run back into this. He's got the static link. Felix trying to fight, but now there's the stun. So Ollie helping out. The Ignite slows him up. Plasma Field's there, and Fly gets the kill. Ollie, you know, maybe some people panic and they TP back to base. Ollie TPs to the tier 1. He's got the salve. He's back into the fight almost immediately.
They did know that, though, and despite knowing that, they still fought. So, yeah, well, at least they're a little bit low on resources now, so when the Tusk comes back... oh, Emo, he's in trouble.
And Tuskane coming back. He's actually going towards mid to get the kill on the Emo. That'll really help Somnus start to pull away in this matchup.
And he was already ahead by far. Now he's level 6. Once the Ember comes back to lane.
700 ahead.
Yeah, feels like game 1.
Wait, did I do the math on that right? Yeah, just about 700.
Uh-oh, Chalice.
Plasma Field.
Nice shots, though.
Gosh, again, just really close. And Fly even thinking about going in and turning around onto Felix for a second.
Yeah, like Emo will definitely need some time to get back into this game at some point. Odie will have to make space for him, maybe even the Razor as well. Yeah, like the last pick, Ember, it's a very curious pickup here. Because you lane against the Lina, you know that, the lane's tough. And then also they have a Nyx Assassin, who is considered a pretty good counter to Ember. Because you can't really ever use the Flame Guard to push out lanes once he's level 6. Well, goodbye, Ollie.
Ollie is going to die here to the Laguna Blade.
At least he's tanked the Laguna, so the mid
Emo
laner
feels a little bit safer.
Yep.
X Nova Tokyo drifting these wards down.
Yeah, Nyx Haze looks pretty funky. He's blocked 2 spots, and I haven't seen it, I think.
He might have just been out of vision.
I mean, look at the net worth of the Bloodseeker, though. Like, that is also really sad. And the DP as well. Like, the Sidens are not going well at all. Like, Somnus will have to rotate and get something done soon. Poor God King, he's getting bullied so much.
Yeah, not an easy lane. Like you said, OD a lane dominator. Here comes the Meteor Hammer, but it's right on the Spike Carapace. They've got the silence onto 2. X Nova, he's getting low. This Meteor Hammer damage is just absurd.
Why is it 690 damage?
Fly, though, takes some quick damage coming through.
He's just running away, though.
He's got the wand. Does he have the survivability? No, not at all, especially with 4 heroes in the top lane to make that happen.
Tower is under attack.
So that means they're just going to concede the bot tower or what? Because the Meteor Hammer OD is there, it takes like 3 casts and it's gone.
Yeah,
Nyx
especially when
just
it's
TP's
free.
there.
But what's he going to do? Spike Carapace and that's it?
Well, he could potentially try to impale him, but he has to be careful he doesn't just die there again. And they don't have DP ult yet. They need it to get the tower down. Yeah, now they're both kind of stuck here. Looks a little bit
Goofy.
yeah, still not. It's so close, yet so far. B Cop.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because that bottom tier 1's going to go down, and top not getting pressured as much as they would really hope.
Well, they do have DP ult after the next wave, so they'll be able to amp the pressure by quite a bit. Rune is bottom. Emo picks it up, an Invis rune. Not the best rune, unfortunately, but see what he can do with it. He's actually running top with it. They all are. Popped Exo. Want to kill the DP.
Yeah, I mean, if they kill the DP and they were looking for that top tier 1, that's really going to feel quite bad. They do spot Felix, so you know the exorcism really doesn't lead to them getting a tower or anything out of it. And Meteor Hammer just constantly being thrown down onto the bottom tier 1. IG It's not a massive lead right now, but the building blocks are there.
Dire's structures.
Yeah. Once his bot tower is gone and OD joins the top fight, perhaps. Meteor Hammer is back up on 4. And yeah,
Bottom tower is under
they might
attack.
even want to kill the Nyx Assassin as well. They know he's there for sure. Yeah, they got him.
Earth Spike, Spike Carapace, spikes on spikes on spikes, but here comes the damage through onto X Nova. Fly using that ult. They're trying to guide themselves through the trees and keep up with this Nyx. They'll get the kill. Fly gets credit for that one. And while they've gotten that tier 1 down bottom, the top tier 1 still continues to stand. No exorcism to throw the way of this tower, and it's been bloodlusted by Ollie, so not exactly easy to take down either. They've got 3 heroes committing to trying to make something happen in this top lane, but they've spent so much time trying to get this tower.
Yeah, it feels really bad. Look at the Bloodseeker's net worth, 2.7k. He's so far behind everybody. And we spoke about how important this fast Maelstrom is to really amp his game up. Nowhere near close. Like 2k away from it at this point. Like some people in a good game, they already have Maelstrom by minute 11.
I'm a little surprised that IG still considered conceding that, or well, didn't consider it. They did concede that.
It's always a bit tough to like rainbow TP in, unfortunately, so didn't have the most options. But like OD now just transitions to mid lane, starts meteor hammering that tower. And what is RNG's answer here? They have Exorcism in 20. They need a big team fight win. They need to get the Bloodseeker back in the game. Or at least make a lot of space for him.
Seems very tough because, yeah, Death Prophet's going to have Exorcism, but it's not like this Death Prophet is super farmed or anything like that. Struggling on both the Death Prophet and the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, and Nyx is not level 6 yet. A lot of problems right now for RNG, but one good team fight is all it takes sometimes, Mr. Cobbers.
Comforting rune of
Cobbers?
Yeah, be Cobbers.
Coppers?
Yeah.
I thought you said cobbers, like corn on the cob.
No, Coppers.
Okay.
Like Koppers.
It works. Exorcism
Wow.
committed very early.
Well, you're dead.
They got the kill on a Frisk. That's okay, I guess, but they still need to turn this into a tower take. And at the moment, OD is still just bottom, so it doesn't look like he's going to come and defend this at all. It doesn't look like they'll defend the tier 1 mid at all. They didn't want to fight in this Exorcism. IG kind of allowing RNG to do what they want with that mid fight without the Lion, and a little surprising because it does feel like they're in a position to really lay the hammer down on RNG.
Literally, because OD hasn't used it yet at all.
Yeah.
And just like you, I'm a little surprised that they're being this cautious.
Is under attack.
Like, what exactly are they waiting for? Question mark, exclamation mark.
XD. So, smoke,
Radiant are
3 heroes.
To the triangle, looking for the Lina.
Ooh, Felix in a good spot to potentially break the smoke on the back end, but just isn't there in time. And well, honestly, IG aren't there in time to get the kill on anybody. And they were looking to try and get Somnus, but he is out of dodge.
is under attack.
Yeah, good recognition, but they still do get the mid tower, which is very important. Equalizing the tower count. And Bloodseeker still needs a long time. Like, he hasn't been farming throughout all of this. Look at his net worth, 3.5k. It's nothing. It's basically like a good support net worth at this time.
it's a Xingqiu Weaver
Well, and then
support.
Somnus took the entire way from him.
Yeah,
They're
he's
not even planning
farming
to.
anything.
He like literally tanked the creeper for Somnus. He's like, okay. Take it. I didn't want it.
Okay, JT looking to land a Meteor Hammer
On the trees.
on the trees.
He hates those. That one in particular.
Getting his inner timber saw out there.
Yeah, haven't seen that for a while. But yeah, Bloodlusted OD can become a really, really strong hero in the mid game. And just in general, like, Bloodseeker struggling so bad in the early game. Like, I don't know how you transition into the mid game with that. Like, you need your BKB quick. You need your Maelstrom quick, and neither is happening. He made like 300 gold in 2 minutes. Like 150 GPM right now. Thanks Nova on the prowl. Oh, the Impact can line it up.
He can. They've got the snowball.
Oh, nice save.
Great defensive Astral, and Chalice is just out of mana.
Shaboom.
And they'll drop down the Sanities. They'll get the kill into Chalice. They'll look for Felix. He's into the trees and TPing away, but I mean, that was an aggressive play from RNG that goes the wrong way once IG are able to counter. And that all comes off the back of JT, who uses that Astral Imprisonment defensively.
Why is Odie banned every game?
There's your answer. And that's not even like the biggest reason right there.
I mean, the biggest reason is that there are so many reasons to do it.
Yeah. You talk about heroes that do a lot, and I think one of the heroes we were kind of talking about on the panel before was Grimstroke when me and you were there.
Yeah.
But like OD does so much, especially with the build-up that he's got.
Yeah. Lanes well, precious towers, deals a ton of damage, good team fighter, scales well into the late game, saves, setups, etc., etc.
Pressure, pressure.
Oh, OD, nope, not in trouble at all.
Another Exorcism. What are they going to do with this? They've got the silence on it too. They'll look for the Meteor Hammer. He's going to stand his ground. Everybody's going to avoid it. And eventually JT dies. They get 2 kills there for RNG, so IG get caught on the opposite end of the river and lose too.
Yeah, they weren't already, and RNG was. Finally a good fight for them. Bloodseeker really needed that experience and gold.
And he jumps up quite a bit.
Yeah, still far behind, but at least he's getting on the board. But the real big winner so far is Somnus. He's really rich.
He's
Once
super
his,
farmed.
yeah, once his BKB is going to be hard to fight for IG potentially. You need their own BKB on the Razor, but he's just going to get Ruptured. And the Ruptured Razor is not a Razor.
Can't move his Razor, you're not really getting all the output you should be.
Yeah.
Emo. With the help of Frisk, there's the
It's Zahandu.
first finger kill, I believe.
Yeah.
Like we said yesterday, that Immortal makes that finger just feel that much better.
Yeah, the
Working
sound
just-
and the zip.
Yeah, the sound of the zigzag.
Yeah. And you gotta say Zahandu every time.
Zahandu?
Zahandu.
Zahandu.
Yeah. That's what. Have you ever watched JoJo? Do you
Yeah.
know what it is? Yeah, there's a stand called the Zahandu.
I love,
It's just like a hand.
Who's your favorite stand?
Radiant are scanning.
Have you watched Stone Ocean yet?
And I have not. But I think
You have to watch it.
from what I watched so far, it's Zaweldo. For sure.
Zawaldo! Yeah, well, I do love it.
It is quite epic.
It's always a fun time. I actually love the Sex Pistols.
The hell is that?
It's one of
Also
the
stands?
stands. Yeah.
Well, I don't know many stands.
You gotta watch that.
I have a lot of anime catching up to do.
Yeah, we'll watch it while we're here.
I'm so busy with life, you know, like I gotta attend to you.
You busy casting games.
Yeah.
JT still throwing those Meteor Hammers down onto these creeps. He went to the Force Staff. Now he's going another mobility item in the Blink Dagger. Although I assume he's going to be holding that gold and maybe thinking if he needs the Blink first or the BKB, right?
Yeah, but Blink on OD is just a very important item to get into position for those saves. But now the Razors BKB, they're smoking up, looking for their own good team fight, and well, they see X Nova, but
Yeah, they can kind of track him off that courier.
you don't want to go on him? They do.
They track him with the courier. They know exactly where he is. They get the kill on X Nova. Easy kill there for Emo, but that is a 5-man smoke right now for just a Nyx assassin.
It's very
I say that,
inconsequential.
but
Is
maybe
it?
you know, if they can get this Roche, it's not as inconsequential as it feels.
Okay, OD is ridiculous. Look at this damage that OD deals just by himself. Bloodlust him, please. Thank you. Why does Arcane Orb work on Roshan? It's like 100 pure damage every hit.
Roshan needs to be stronger.
Yeah. Seriously, look at this. This is ridiculous.
He's getting bullied.
They killed the +5 and they killed Roshan in like 15 seconds.
First stage is into the hands of IG. Although, wow, gosh.
Yes.
Somnus' net worth has been pumping.
Oh yeah, he's rich. He's really rich. Didn't participate too much in killing and trying to make space for the Bloodseeker. Like, honestly, I don't know if it's going to backfire or not, because Lina can, like, snowball super hard, but if you die once or twice and your Bloodseeker is at a net worth he is because you took the whole map. you might just end up having to 1v5. And is Lina the hero to do that? It can be, but against Razor, Odie, and Ember, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, but if you've got somebody in the front lines, like it's certainly possible, right? Like if you've got the Tusk making
But who's going
the
front line,
front,
though?
well, maybe Tusk makes it at least disrupted. He's not frontlining like a tank or anything, but he does disrupt the fight, right?
Yeah, it's possible. But they're also playing against an instant hex. Like,
It's certainly tough, yeah.
yeah, you never want to play like this one massive core against heroes like Lion or Doom. Just very punishing if you're out of position ever.
Is under attack.
He's going straight for the Daedalus. All right.
Radiant's
Somnus very in
middle
the zone
tower
right
is
now.
under attack.
Yeah, like he wants to win. Obviously. Who doesn't?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean,
Radiant's top
as long as I get a participation trophy, it's okay.
Radiant's structure
Don't
Really?
fortified.
You have that kind of mindset? Okay.
It's all about the fun and the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they always say at school anyway. It's not true at all. They hate you if you don't perform perfectly.
Radiant's top
Like,
tower
you didn't win the trophy for the school. You were a disgrace. But here's your participation trophy.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Tier 1 top goes down. Fly getting credit for that one as everybody is here from IG. And OD does decide to go to the BKB. So JT was thinking about the Blink Dagger. It's the BKB first. He might go to the Blink Dagger and double back for it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh.
Oh, X Nova
Nah, he saw
trying
it
to
one.
come in. Yeah, he's got the Sentry and saw X Nova trying to make that move.
Was probably a little spooked. Like, oh. I love these kind of moments. Quick fingers. Quick thinking too.
They want to
Oh.
come through, but yeah, Frisk is ready for this. Blink back, ignite out. Shard's a little bit off the mark.
He could carapace the Olga with the ignite on. Chooses not to. Because it's on cooldown.
Yeah. Unfortunate, because that's probably a kill. If
Yeah.
they can just keep up with him.
Well, so both teams again just. The series has been the slowest I think we've had all, like DPC China.
Super cautious.
Yeah, they're both teams really.
And I don't know if that's a product of maybe for IG no Kaka
Potentially, yeah.
and for RNG just working it out.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodseeker is getting somewhat closer to his items, I guess. It's just, man, if they win with a Bloodseeker like this, then
Is under attack.
the hero must be good. Because usually, how Bloodseeker games look like this, they're gonna go into a team fight, they're gonna get bursted, and they make no item progression. But IG's really giving them a lot of space. Like, the only strong hero right now is that Lina, but they're
Refusing to
yeah,
push.
they
or
even have
pressure.
Aegis too. But I mean, now they have the BKB on Ember, now it's go time. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, it seems like a moment now, especially with that BKB, that you have to take advantage of. They'll look over at Chalice. That's an exorcism with not a lot of health remaining, but he does get away thanks to the help of the Walrus Punch coming out from Felix Chamba. Firefly is going to go down first. The Somnus, we talked about the damage from the Lina, who's got a lot of farm. They get the kill on Felix. They'll end up taking out two. With no Bloodseeker, can they still fight into this? Again, Somnus with some
Oh, they
space.
caught Somnus!
Finally on him. They've got the Blink as well as the Hex. They'll drop the hammer down with the Sanity's Eclipse. And JT will finally take out that pesky Lina.
Yeah.
Get the Lion in there, get that instant Hex out.
Dire's top tower
And yeah, Lino is given space, and we saw what the Lina can do with a little bit of space, but once they were in on him, once they got the Hex,
The big elephant in the room, though.
yeah. Well,
The
not
Blood-
anymore.
Bloodseeker dealt like 500 damage.
And no more elephant. in
And he
Division
just died. Yeah, no more elephant, unfortunately. They're gone. But, like, he needs his BKB. Like, they gotta make the space for his BKB, and then they gotta fight afterwards. It's just, like, he cannot do any little thing right now. The entire network is funneled onto the Lina. As you can see, one Blink Hex and you're gone. It's
Yep.
just so rough to play a single core in these kind of games. Like, when I saw him take the creep wave away from Bloodseeker, I was kind of like, okay, you're pretty rich already.
Guess my Bloodseeker's not recovering. Laguna Blade comes out, Frisk again. We're gonna maybe catch a Blink Hex onto Somnus.
If they go on him, he's just dead, but they don't know. That was pretty ballsy from Somnus, because Lion was right there.
Yeah, that Blink just not giving him the vision that he wanted to get this kill. Although Somnus still moving up, IG is right here, out and about. Here in the Radiant jungle. They've backed off on RNG, but they still have the Nyx Assassin forward. Xnova may be looking to give some vision to get them the opportunity they need to jump forward, but he'll back off that area. The map is 3 heroes smoke up on the side of RNG. It's Somnus, Felix, Chauba, and Chalice. Looking potentially for an opportunity, but they'll go down mid. And
Well, that was
potentially a warding excursion?
yeah. Get some offensive vision up. Try to play on the top area because the next Roshan is going to be very, very important. So IG is just going to take care of the bottom objective. Once that's gone, they can just focus their entire attention on the top side of the map where Roshan is going to be the big objective.
This is some more pressure on IG, placed by IG, but still, I'm not 100% certain whether or not that's enough pressure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, at least they get the T2 tower for nothing, pretty much. But yeah, Bloodseeker BKB finished.
Bottom tower is falling.
So now he's actually in a decent spot to fight. The fight also started off like in a really weird way where one of your biggest DPS, the DP, they just went on her and she couldn't really participate in the fight anymore, had to run away with Exorcism on.
Yeah, the instant exorcism kind of not baffles me. I think that's a little bit too harsh of an adjective. But like, you're half health, you exorcism, it's risky. Because you're already looking to just fall back, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get back into the fight, but it's still probably not the most opportune time.
Yeah, and it wasn't. He couldn't really do a whole lot with it. But now they have triple BKB. So this Odie, in theory, should be pretty useless against that. Oh my god, you gotta be so careful. Lion is looking for the blink initiation. Restrain. Restrain yourself. Frisk says, no. You're not worth my life.
Not worth me jumping in and then immediately being turned on.
Yeah. They're also squishy, it's the real problem though. They should have BKBs, but one instant hex on any of them and they will just die. Like they need a snowball to save them. Otherwise they're just gone.
And Felix has done that a little bit. He's been kind of frontlining just a touch, you know, Waller's punch and all that.
Oh, Lion actually blinked in. Oh, it's really bad for them.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to be dead. Frisk goes down to Somnus. Xnova, though, taking a lot of damage from Emo. Emo now forced to Remnant away as his BKB is on cooldown. It helped him get a kill on the Nyx Assassin, but not much else. Exorcism, again, used very early into that fight, and it really doesn't get them anything. They're not really using this Exorcism to go for objectives. It's been in these fights, but it hasn't produced results.
He is very trigger happy with that button for sure. Every time he sees like anyone, he's like instant. Oh,
BKB
careful.
straight right clicks. They've got the rupture. Flyfly's dead on his screen already.
Wait, they were under the ward? They knew they were there all along?
Wow, ooh, the stun, and yeah, they're gonna get JT as well. IG
And Roche is up.
really missing the mark on this jump.
But that is illegal. Like they saw them under the ward the entire time. They did.
This is illegal.
Like they literally have a ward right there, which just got dewarded, but like at this level of play, you can't make these kind of mistakes.
Well,
That's a
looking
lot of
like-
damage.
Yeah, that really is a lot of damage. Emo trying to make something happen. Oh, Roche bashing up
Dude.
Somnus, almost getting the kill there onto the Lina. That's pushing Somnus away from the pit, and that'll give enough time for JT to respawn.
There's no free
And-
Roche for them.
Let's see, yeah, how much do they want to hold on?
Yeah, once that ODTPs, they should just be going into the pit. They still have their BKBs at least, so maybe they can fight back, but that Ember Spear with the Desolator dealt a lot of damage there.
And then Roche almost came in with the alley-oop, dunking
Yeah.
the head of Lina.
Imagine if one Ignite hits the Lina there. Like, the Ignite just kills her. Would have been so unfortunate.
Because Somnus is really holding this game together. If he was to die like that, that would have just felt real bad.
Into the pit. Or DD Rune, who gets it? Emo.
Now you definitely, I can't really.
He also has the Quiver, which is another
I don't
200
think
damage.
you can fight into this. But you're almost in a position where you have to. You brought Roche so low, right?
Yeah, the next team fight is going to be very telling.
Xnova Spike Carapace, they've got the Searing Chains. They'll look for the Snowball as well as the Walrus Punch. They get the kill on Fristo. They'll take on the Lion. He'll buy back immediately with the BKB pop by Emo. They get the kill on Firefly. They've taken on the Razor. IG, they've lost 2 in this fight. They got the buyback coming up from the Nyx Assassin, but finally Sominus is out of it, so a lot of the damage that RNG have is going to be out of the way. They've got the BKB still rolling on JT. He'll drop down the Sanity's
The
kill
damage,
off
OD,
Nova.
damage!
Chalice gets killed first. He'll end up getting the kill on a JT afterwards, but God King goes down to Emo, and it is a full team wipe for IG. Costly for both teams, but beneficial for only just one, and that one is IG.
Yeah, that was super well played by Frisk. Like, he sees the opportunity to hex and stun the Lina. They all converge. Sure, Razor is completely out of position, but he makes a lot of space for his OD and the Ember to really get into the fight, deal a lot of damage. You probably don't want to die there, but it's for the greater good. Now they get a Roche as well, another Aegis on the Ember, and Emo looking very, very happy in his little camera picture there.
Yeah.
And the rest is more like, yeah, daily office.
Yeah, he's the smiles guy. Everybody else is locked in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, I would be happy too if I had a team fight like that. Got a DD room, got my Deslo, slide of Fist a couple of heroes, a couple of fools.
I will say everybody's going back to their old names. Erica going back to Erica after being Poyoyo. Paparazzi's from Eurus to Paparazzi. Emo, he should go back to Half. I like that nickname.
Yeah, what about Full though?
It's the way you see things, you know?
Yeah, like, I guess in a way, like the name change makes sense. Like Emo, Half, like there's a connection there. The name is pretty sad, right?
Well, if you think about it like that, maybe, but...
Yeah. But what if he's really happy? Then the name is really, like, a happy thought, right?
Half full?
Yeah, because he always looks very happy on his pictures.
Yeah.
Fly needs an armor item.
Another guy who should go back to his old name.
Which one was that?
GGG.
No, Fly is way nicer. It just rolls off the tongue. GGG.
Back when he was with Team Serenity.
What's Serenity? Are they still alive? Is the team still there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
So what are you looking for? You were saying armor items. I interrupted you with some nonsense.
No, it's good. He's gonna go Satanic and then some armor items like AC. They're looking for a kill here. Whoa! He almost one-hit him.
Ooh, yeah, he was thinking about throwing the finger too, but he held it.
He was shining green.
Thought about getting another stack, but he's like, I'll just hold the cooldown.
Yeah, well, I don't need this kill. Now 8k ahead suddenly.
Yeah, big jump in net worth, that's for sure.
Yeah, the big problem is really just, as we alluded to many times, Lina is just a glass cannon type of hero. He had the perfect game, gets caught out of position twice with the Hex, and both those team fights they just lose because the biggest hero is gone. Bloodseeker is slowly building up to become a problem at least, but it might be a little too late, perhaps.
Yeah, you say, you know, you use the right word, slowly. And it's just not going to be fast enough, or at least right now. Then again, like IG, yeah, they've won those fights, but it wasn't like them really adding more pressure. It was more them reacting to pressure, right?
Yeah.
So we still need to see IG kind of still bring it to RNG.
Yeah, Lina is very strong now,
lead to do so. Yeah.
He has a Satanic, so he can actually stand his ground and fight. Well, granted that he doesn't just die in an instant hex like he has in the other couple of fights. The damage output of the Dire is pretty ridiculous. Like the OD and the Ember, they have Finger as well. Razor deals a ton of damage.
JT and Ollie might be the ones who grab this gank. Felix was looking for something, so was X-Nova. They get the kill into Ollie, and now, well, that's it. That's all they get. 5-man smoke, it gets you a 5 position. Not the greatest of trades. I mean, that is almost not as good as when you trade a Graveler and get a goal.
Yeah, but at least they wait out the Aegis time with it.
Yeah.
Which is there for 1 more minute. After that, Ember won't be as adventurous as he is right now. Just building pure damage. Dale is next on him. And a DD rune again.
You do that before any of your games? Summon the DD rune? Light a circle of candles?
I mean, I tried, it just doesn't work for me. But then others always get it. And just call him hacker in all chat to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
You damn hacker.
Well, you just gotta pray to your Lord and Savior RNGesus.
I thought Gaben.
Same person. Ooh, LSA comes down on a 5-5. Look at the damage! Oh man! Taken out so quick in this fight, and they're gonna take the first fight out of the hands of this Ember. They're gonna line up the LSA. They've got the stun, and oh my, Somnus put the guns away. He just ripped through everybody.
Yeah, and that's the big problem with Razor. Like, he has no armor item. He walks up the hill alone, gets stunned by an LSA, completely destroyed. Like, this Lina here we spoke about, it deals a lot of damage.
9K lead to a 4K lead, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. It was also a very impressive stun by Somnus.
Yeah.
On that Aegis respawn. He couldn't even slide or Remnant away.
Also, we haven't really spoken about it. 5-5 hasn't done anything.
No, not much. Like, he ran in and tanked, but pretty much that's
He
it.
dies so fast.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're just going high ground.
Because itemization this game is really far from optimal. Like, we can talk about it a little bit more later, but they have no buyback on the Ember.
They don't have any buyback on all three of these heroes. Granted, the Razor's back now, but I mean, they're just going to get a tier 3.
Yeah, like, Somnus is really angry. The Satanic came in really clutch. Like, it just allows him to stand there and hit through his through all the damage they put on him.
Blink Hex, Finger Lotus Orb, it's quick enough. Walrus Punch comes in on a JT.
That's
He
a lot
drops
of
the
damage.
Sanities. Yeah, it is a lot of damage, but they've got the Snowball pulling in 3 heroes. 5-5 on the run, ruptured up, killed off. He is going to turn into a pool of blood. They look over at Chalice. He's got the Exorcism right on top of this Ogre. 60 seconds without this Razor, and the Lotus Orb again. They'll Hex up this Lion off the bounce on the Lotus Orb. They've got themselves the Astral Imprisonment, but the Exorcism, the Ghost doing so much damage to JT, he'll still stand his ground. He'll land the Meteor Hammer onto Chalice, and Emo will get credit for that kill. But man, this game is back to even, and IG are teetering on the edge of losing it all.
And Flyfly died again. Like, this Razor is really not getting any like item progression going. He went for the Satanic, but did he even manage to hit anyone in those fights with the Satanic? No, like twice in a row.
He was running.
Yeah, both fights. Makes me wonder, is his itemization just a big problem? Like, he just has no impact in any of those fights, right? It's like mostly the Odie, the Lion, a little bit of the Ember Spirit, but yeah, Somnus is just the monster. He just finished AC, going MKB next. Like, his damage is through the roof. His survivability is really high now.
And this is the Somnus everybody was looking for when he was on Elephant.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
And it goes back to dynamics and the way that team played. Too many cooks. But here,
And not a Didi room, though.
he feels more free, right?
Yeah,
To play his game.
for sure. Definitely looks that way. And by no means did they win the game yet. Like, if he gets caught out on Leon, he can still die very, very easily. But they definitely got to take engagements like a little bit better on the IG side. Razor cannot be the one to go in and die first anymore. Like, he needs to output a lot of damage in those fights.
Yeah, and everything that Frisk threw in that fight was reflected.
Yeah, a very timely Lotus though from Chalice.
Both times. On the Finger, on the Hex.
Thank you.
And another smoke up. Just picked up the telescope as well, which is another buff up for the Lina's range.
Roche is up.
Just spawned. Are they hitting it?
They're just gonna go in.
Okay, that's so risky.
Whoa.
They're not showing anywhere. This is pretty obvious, but it's so fast.
It is so fast, and now they're just not gonna be able to react. Wow. All of a sudden, this game, it feels like it's RNG in the driver's seat. They've picked it up.
Who got the refresher shot?
The Death Prophet.
Double Exorcism, double BKB. Yeah, now all of a sudden this game looks pretty rough for IG, which is actually, they smoked up straight away. They want to fight into this. It's not easy. But maybe now that Lina's showing bottom, maybe now we have a window. No, I can't quite get it.
Too much time being too timid for IG.
Look at the Razor. He even took the blast rig neutral item, which just gives bonus armor, because he realized also like, oh, Lina's hitting a little too hard.
Lina's hitting really hard. And also, it just feels like he gets neutered by the Rupture.
For sure, you rupture him, and Razor is not the same hero anymore.
38 minutes into the game, just about 39, and RNG, they've evened the game back up. It was a 9K lead for IG and RNG. They are kind of searching. Exorcism early. Ooh, Sleight of Fist Searing Chains coming through into Felix, but that's not who you want. Emo now forced to back away, but that is Exorcism now used, and at least for the moment, it's used for nothing.
Yeah, is IG gonna start? Yeah, they want to go back in
They
again.
want to
caught
go.
him.
There's the Blink as well as the Hex. They look over at X-Nova. The Finger will clean him up, so they get the kill on the Nyx Assassin. He'll buy back immediately. The BKB being popped by Somnus. The damage coming in onto Frisk. That's a kill onto the Lion. Somnus just standing there like a machine gun, starting to right-click away. IG, they've backed off for the moment. They're going to let this Exorcism maybe run out, but it's the second one. It's with the refresher, the double Earth Spike. Now Plasma Field, Hex. That's going to be bounced once again by the Lotus Orb. They've got the Snowball to pull in the Death Prophet all the way over to Frisk. Meanwhile, X-Nova was taken out by JT. They've got the Searing Chains. That's through out onto Felix. Felix is gone. He's got buyback. They look over at Chalice, and they get themselves 3. Where is Somnus? Where is your Bloodseeker? God King Somnus nowhere to be found. There is missing posters all over this mid lane.
And they got so outplayed there, like darting in and out. Very well played by Emo, especially with the double chains, followed up by the double impale.
That double Exorcism really didn't do anything.
It did nothing. He kind of ran around and got kited.
Yeah.
Like super well played by IG. The spell usage was off the charts in this fight. They are gonna try to force out some buybacks, and if they don't buy back, this might just be a Rex potentially. They don't have the best building hitters though, is the problem. They really don't.
Very different build from the Razors we've been seeing in the past, right? No refresher.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that as well. And we can talk about the item build a little bit later. We don't want to damn any item builds before the game's actually over, right?
True.
Just like they did Battling, it worked out wonderfully.
Well, I'm not damning it, but
well, I was about to.
The refresher is usually like way earlier.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that it's just not even, at least for the moment, in his mindset.
I mean, so far, really, like, the most damage output is probably by JT. Like, he's just right-clicking for so hard.
Yeah, it feels like it.
He's hitting for like 400 pure damage.
Emo's right there with him, at least
Sure,
for
sure.
IG.
Yeah.
Somnus, though, he's really just been the damage dealer for RNG for the most part.
Well, he got MKB now as well.
Yeah.
He's filthy rich. Absolutely filthy.
And all of a sudden, IG take like a 5K lead off that. But still, I think that was one bad fight from RNG. The game's still even in my eyes. I don't really
Yeah, the
see
Goldie
much
doesn't
changing.
mean
Yeah.
a whole lot. Like Odie at this point, even, you know, if he gets the Hex, he can just like 4-hit the hero as well. Like he hexes Alina, bam bam bam, Astral, ult gone. This game is... Yeah, like, this is why a lot of people hate late game Dota, especially the players, because it's so unpredictable. Anything can happen. You get stunned, just 1 second you're dead.
It really does just become chaos.
Yeah, for sure. So many mobility items too, so everybody has a blink, or 4-staff, or both.
We'll see if IG look for the timing, because this Aegis is going to expire in 15 seconds. We've seen teams take advantage of things like that, where they've got the timing down right, and they look to push a fight at that moment, but on opposite sides of the map, that's not going to be the case right now.
Odie has a Hex and he's bloodlusted. He can solo kill anybody at this moment.
And he's going to refresher, and he's half a level away from 25.
Yeah, that 25 is very impactful.
Felix, smoke broken,
Ooh,
blinks
Emo.
forward and gets the snowball with BKB pop by Emo. He's trying to get the damage out. He cleans up X-Nova very quickly, who, well, doesn't have buyback at the moment, but they end up losing Frisk. Down goes Felix, 2 years gone on the side of RNG with the buyback available on the Tusk. So quick damage out from Emo. Well, another Exorcism used and a blink forward from Chalice. Spirit Siphon on a fly, but they won't be able to keep up with the Razor.
They're fighting on a dire vision. They have to be really careful.
Emo.
He's looking for God King potentially.
Does he have the damage with the Statos? He's also thinking Divine Rapier.
Alright, that is pretty ballsy. I don't think they need that, but let's see if they actually go through it. Sumness gets out.
Radiant's bottom tower
No vision.
is under attack.
Maybe he doesn't need it, but it does feel like Emo's kind of feeling himself this game.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he gets stunned by anything, you lose that rapier, Bloodseeker or Lina get it. You are in trouble, my friend.
Is this a game where losing the Divine Rapier is just like instant loss?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's a way to pick up an investment. It's like a 12k gold swing. Maybe if you get like an Aegis right after, it could work. But it's like the only time I can really see it. Gotta be careful, like Nova. They don't have a sentry.
Invisibility.
He's under his own sentry, so he, for the most part, knows he's safe. Looks for the impale, doesn't land it.
If that hits,
Now we'll
man.
blink away. Ooh, blink
Here comes
forward from
Alina.
JT with the BKB, going right in. He's going to be ruptured. They go after Somnus, but they found themselves the Walrus Punch. They get the kill on JT, though. Take out the OD.
Very overzealous.
Oh, yeah.
That ult dealt like no damage. Like it's very important when you play OD that you actually astral before you ult because you steal like 700 mana.
He was...
Oh, he's going on the Razor as
Ooh,
well.
on the other side of the fight, though, Emo's got the kill onto X Nova. It's one slight that really does the damage there. Emo looking back over at God King. He'll use that Remnant to get away. Felix on the run, but not on the run quick enough.
And that's without the OD even. Like, JT was like, okay, I got this, guys. I'm gonna kill this Lina. I'm gonna be the game's hero. And
Yeah.
they were pretty foolish.
He was not made of obsidian on that one. And he got destroyed.
Yeah, like absolutely ripped apart. I don't know what he thought. Like,
It's the tunnel vision. Sometimes it just gets you. I feel
yeah,
like.
I guess he's like blinked into 5 heroes.
Just everything slows down. I'll be your hero. And then he's just dead.
Yeah, and then from hero to zero.
Was that the Hercules song, the animated one? From hero to zero?
Was
Or is
it-
it zero to hero? Nah, whatever.
From zero to hero, yeah, but I reversed it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was from Finding Nemo.
Curry has been
BKB popped by Somnus. Static Link, but it's reflected with the Lotus Orb. Chalice has been on it with
TP
that.
out,
They
TP
get the
out.
kill on a Frisk, and they'll TP out Fly, but they have found themselves Ollie. 2 kills there very quickly for RNG. They look at Roche, but it's still a minute away.
Yeah, lucky. If Roche was up right now, it would be definitely RNGs. Oh man, these team fights are so chaotic. Like, it doesn't really feel like either of them really knows what's going on, and it's like, oh, I got this guy, I got this
The
guy.
deaths are just so instant. The
Yeah.
damage output's pretty crazy.
Kind of feels like
Divine Rapier.
he actually went for it.
I mean, I have one of those on my jacket, but
Now his crits are going to hurt. A little bit.
I mean, he was hurting before because he got X Nova down to like 1 right click with just 1 slide.
Yeah, so he should be 1 hit now if he crits.
Yeah.
But JT is going to be really careful because he's the guy to save Emo if he ever gets initiated on.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, he can't be just going in like that.
Only if it's like an absolute sure kill.
Yeah.
Woo! Alright. Damage.
Casual damage onto the tier 2 top. And Roche is available. That is, well,
Free.
yeah, very free.
I hope the Dire doesn't fall into this, like, we bought the Rapier, so now we're gonna be like super defensive kind of playstyle,
Yeah.
you know?
So that was Aegis, Cheese,
Everything.
Refresher Shard, Ag's Blessing. There's 2 cheeses there. They're not eating their cheese.
They should, it's good protein.
A nice Swiss.
What's your favorite cheese?
I'm a big halloumi fan.
Bottom
Halloumi,
tower
okay.
is under attack.
Didn't we have the cheese conversation at Dota Pit?
And like last year as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot.
Yeah, because Dota, like, do you think the cheese that drops is always the same cheese, or is it like different?
I think they're all different aged. Maybe the same
Dyer's
cheese, but
middle
different
barracks
aged.
are under
Okay. I feel like the later the cheese drops, like from the 4th, 5th, 6th Roshan, like they should heal more. Right? It's just a different vintage.
The first one's like an American cheddar. Nobody wants it.
Last one's a Gouda.
Yeah, get yourself a nice pepper jack.
Issuing for A on this, okay, to prevent the burst. I like it. He's all in on Ember. Oh, there is the refresher. Finally.
Yeah, finally comes out. That's a late refresher.
Yeah, and we'll see.
And the last time you used that static link, it was onto a Lotus Orb, so...
Oh my god, Chalice is gonna be careful! Ah!
Slight comes out, Slight again. Now they've got the Hex. They
Why not
have the
like
static
this?
link. They drop down the Sanities. JT's gonna blink out immediately. They've got the damage coming in on a Firefly, but Firefly using the Satanic to try and survive. Frisk ends up dead, and they've got the kill on a Felix. Felix is gonna buy back, as does Frisk. They're into the fight. They've got the Astro Imprisonment, but it's not going to save the life of Firefly. They've got the Hex coming through onto the Lina. There's the Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chains. They've got the stuns, locking them down. Alias, this Ogre, the Hump, getting the first life out of his hands. So now they'll set up right on top. They've got all 5 heroes to look over at the Lina, and they sure as hell have the damage to get the kill on a Somnus, taking away that 6 times kill streak.
And look at Emo's face. He's like, yeah, I got this. Critting for like 1400 every time. It's ridiculous.
Still though, RNG are up 5K. So much damage from Emo, 8.5 thousand.
Yeah, he has like the massive 5-head where he like goes Rapier, and then he goes for this Aeon Disc, which means he's like literally unkillable actually. It makes perfect sense now. Because he's like such a big threat now, and they just can't handle him. DP no buyback, there might be Rex. Potentially too. Building damage is not lacking anymore when your Ember has Deso and Rapier and Daedalus. If he wants to hit it. Please hit it once. Like, oh yeah, okay, let's go.
Hit it 5 times just for you.
Thank you very much, Emo.
Mid tier 3 goes down. They're going to look over at the melee racks. And then go towards bottom. 15 seconds till that Death Prophet's up. I would assume if Somnus is going to buy back, it'll be off the Death Prophet timer.
Yeah, Lina really doesn't want to buy back here though, because it gives like a GG condition. Never want to do that if you can avoid it. But now, this is the problem. Razor reached critical mass. Like, they tried to kill him for so long in the last fight. Now his double
Satanic
BKB.
just did work.
Double Satanic now, yeah. He now has AC as well, so that armor problem is there no longer. Sure, they still deal a lot of damage, but they also got the OD to save. So, like, the late game is definitely in IG's hands, especially with the way they itemized, so let's see if they can capitalize on it.
I do it every single time, but I'll jinx it at the 50-minute mark anyway. We could see tier 5 items.
The Book of Shadows and the Book of the Damned, Force Boots. What else is like super uneventful and boring? Apex.
They'll just somehow glitch the game and it drops Royal Joey instead.
But it suddenly gives like 1500 health region.
Jesus. That would be some Royal Joey.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe Royal Jelly gets like 2 HP region. It's so peasantly.
Not Royal at all.
No.
I wouldn't bow down to that, Joey.
False advertisement.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset.
So,
Yeah.
God King. He's not fully recovered, but he is there with JT in terms of net worth. Although, that being said, Somnus, 43,000 net worth.
Did Somnus take the axe as well from the Roche?
Yep.
Pretty weird decision. Because he's not really using spells anymore, you know, he's just right-clicking. Imagine if you give that axe to like a Nyx assassin, he just borrows into a fight. That sounds...
Sets himself up.
Oh!
Blinking from Frisk. Oh man, going in here for Chalice though. Dropping down the Sanities. They'll also use the
Lina
fingers.
died.
Double Sanity. Somnus fights back immediately with the snowball going out, but it's going out on a nobody. They'll look over as the blood right down with the BKB being popped by Firefly. They've got the refresher. Trying to survive with the Satanic. God King trying to fight back, and he won't be able to win this fight. They'll get the kill on God King. He'll buy back. They'll take out Chalice. Chalice down for 99 seconds. He has buyback as well. But man, oh man.
He stole 300 damage on the Razor. With a double Link, double Satanic, double BKB. Yeah, now they're tipping him because they know your early game was not good, but now you're doing it, Fly. You are finally carrying us.
He felt like a bit
Well
of
done.
a non-factor early on, and they now have the Divine Rapier in Emo's hands, and there is one in Somnus' hands.
Yeah. Someone has to be so careful now. They got a Blink initiation on him. He cannot get caught like that again.
His positioning needs to be very careful, but there's so many ways for IG to kind of come in on this, and Frisk is playing aggressively where he just wants to blink, hex, and go. But he does that. There's the slight, there's the damage to get the kill on X Nova. He has buyback. They're gonna buy back on Chalice as well. They've got the damage on a Frisk. The right-click damage coming out from Somnus is very hard. Ollie now
is stuck
via the shards. They've got the hex, the 4-step onto the high ground. They've got the blood right down, but it's not gonna land on any of these heroes on the side of IG. Blink throw from Chalice. There's the stun coming out from Ollie. It's a 4 times multicast. And that is good luck for him. Snowball comes out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they're looking over at Fly. X Nova trying to keep up with him. Back over to the left side of the fight, they've got Felix as well as this Bloodseeker of God King trying to get the kill on Ollie. They'll take him out. They don't have Frisk for 90 seconds, but they do have Ollie with buyback. He's going to use it. BKB gets popped.
He has no buyback on his DP.
Chalice in trouble. He's going to drop. Pops the BKB. There's no chance he survives. The Spike Carapace is used by X Nova. It stuns them all up, but Emo with another slight and with another kill in just a snap of the fingers.
And there are only 3 left now. Both of them used buyback already. This is at best a 4v3 scenario for RNG.
I like your style.
DD Rune, just top it off. Why not? Not the most impactful. Let's give it 150, but damn. Like, I don't think they're gonna push for anything more. They're probably just gonna wait for. They're actually smoking up.
Whoa.
Trying to go offensive here.
A minute left till potential Roche.
They got the nullifier now on Bloodseeker. So potentially
JT. They're behind him.
He's looking for a hex target.
They
He's looking
potentially
for one.
set up the right way for this Fly moving forward. Plasma Field not going to land. You got to assume that RNG caught a little bit of a glimpse of that, and they're going to back up back into the base.
They want to burst down this Ember. He doesn't. He has Aeon Disc, but they got nullifier. So if they can set up on the Ember with the Tusk and burst him down, that could be the game-winning play here.
This is rough. No Chalice, no X Nova. Slight comes through with the BKB coming out from God King now. And here comes Emo. Oh, Blink looking for the Walrus Punch. Felix not going to get it. Right click's coming in, taking out the Observer Ward, so getting himself 320 gold. And now Fly with
eating so much damage.
The right click's coming in from Somnus. He's popped the BKB. Here comes JT. Here comes Emo. Somnus, no! He survives the Satanic! Oh, man!
Emo died as well!
Emo died! He's gone!
Oh my God!
And it's an ultra kill coming out from Somnus as well as a Rampage! Somnus survived! I don't believe it! He was a sliver of health away! The Satanic game saving!
One Satanic hit brought him back to full HP because he crit.
Oh my God! What was that damage?
And he also bought back
20,000 damage!
Did you see that? The Ember bought back also because he blinked on top of the Lina. He's like, oh, one more hit will do it. And no, he's back to full health.
Nobody even cares about the Divine Rapier. Why would you?
Well, they're leaving for the blood.
For Chalice, all right.
All right, the DP. Okay, let's go.
Gotta pad those net worth stats.
Well, suddenly this game doesn't look as fun anymore. It might just be over. They can just run down mid probably.
There's still 80 seconds until anybody's up without buyback. You've got 40 for JT. Somnus, what is this?
Look at his health bar. Look at the Ember positioning. He was so sure that he was gonna die.
Oh,
look at the Ember.
Full 5 health! 5 health! Oh my God, the difference is 5 health!
Man, that is brutal. And they all bought back for that as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything. This game is over. GG. I mean, Somnus this entire game looked like an absolute madman.
Straight force.
Yeah, like, okay.
JT's gonna try and stop it. He's gonna try and do his best. They do have the glyph. 30 seconds on all 3 of those heroes without buyback, but just, I mean, Somnus, he's got the Divine Rapier. He's ready to go. He's got a Moon Shard in his backpack. They'll go with the Blink as well as the Hex. The right-click damage coming in from JT, trying to make something happen to get the kill on Somnus. There's your spike.
Wait, they're actually doing it. They're doing it a lot.
Can they hold it? Buyback comes out from Fly. They get the kill on Frisk. He's got buyback of his own. X Nova, he's still burrowed over. The BKB being popped.
The stun,
coming in. The stun is a good way to get the kill on a Razor. Now they'll look over the tier 4. Ancient's exposed. JT in. He's got the Astral Imprisonment, but the Spirit Cipher, that's enough to get the kill on a JT. They look over at the Ancient. They've got the Hex once again. Emo coming forward, but with the Exorcism should be able to take the base and the series. RNG, they will take out IG in a barn burner of a game 3.
Wow, okay, like, an ending like this doesn't happen every time.